Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. So I am a budgeter, following the Dave Ramsey's method, and I've been watching sinking funds videos and budgeting for quite a while now. I think it's been like 2 years or something like that. So yes, I am a follower also of many of the American YouTubers that actually do sinking funds, and I've learned a lot from them, and I decided to jump on the same bandwagon and do this. So I have been doing this already for 2 months for this year. I have tried it out last year. It was a little bit inconsistent, so I was thinking that if I do create a YouTube channel, I would actually be forcing myself to be a little more consistent. So it actually does benefit me, but I would also like it to benefit everyone else who is thinking of doing this Dave Ramsey's method. All right, so for this video specifically, I was thinking about just showing you guys how I actually do budget for my cash envelopes and also sinking funds. So I'm just gonna go and dive right into this. This will be my first time actually writing it down properly inside the book. Alright, so just to remain a little bit anonymous, because I'm a little bit private in these type of things, but I do still want to share with you guys on what's important for me and why I do this budget system. So I have my tab sitting next to me here, just so that I can refer to what gets cut out of my salary. A little bit of a background about myself in general. So I am single. I do not have kids, but I do have pets, and I do work in a private company, a normal Monday to Friday 9 to 6 job. So I am a monthly salaried employee, so I get paid every, let's say, 30th of the month. So every 30th of month is when I get paid. So what I actually do is I will always budget after everything has been deducted from my monthly salary. All right, so what gets deducted in my salary right now is basically my EPF or KWSP. And for those of you that probably don't know, EPF and KWSP is, when you work for a private company, they will allocate an amount to be saved for your future. So normally this amount you won't be able to touch until you retire, or if you do want to buy a second house. So there are going to be two accounts. So the first account is where your major contribution goes into, and then your second account is probably used for if you want to buy a house, or what else? I think it's if you want to buy a house, right? Buy a house, or I think you can also apply for study loans. Not study loans. If you need to pay for your student loans, you can also take money out from your second account in order to pay that. So it's a really good system. It's really healthy to have, and you get a contribution from yourself and also from the company. So this is legal. Like, you have to do this. I think every private company has to do this. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you that if you do work for a private company and they don't do that, it's actually illegal. So make sure that you do have that, because it's a great thing, and you have to have something in your future. So I contribute 11%. I remain at 11% contribution from my side, and if I'm not mistaken, I think my company pays about 15% of that, of my overall salary. So not only do I get 11% from my side, the company also pays an extra 15%. So if I'm not mistaken, right now, yeah, every month I get a little, I get over 1,000 ringgit in contribution from my side and from the company side. Okay, so for Soxo, Soxo is also deducted from my payslip, and that is if if you do have any accidents that occur, you can actually get Soxo. So touch wood, hopefully nothing happens, but my contribution is around 20 ringgit. 20 ringgit, yeah. And then I also pay for EIS. So my EIS is about what is that number? 8 ringgit. So it's about 8 ringgit. So if employee insurance is also there. So basically I think this is when you need to, or if you lose your job, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, you can actually apply for this. Correct me if I am wrong. I keep forgetting what the employee EIS is for, but it's also there. If you lose your job, you can get, I think, a monthly of a few months to help you out. So I also do pay for zakat. So for zakat, I pay every month about 50, and also I think this is called employer tax. So sorry, this is a mistake. So for employer tax, mine is 60 ringgit. So all of this contribution will be deducted from my salary. Okay, so then what I do pay for is for my rent. So I do live alone. I do live alone. I actually rent a studio, so my payment for that every month is 900 ringgit, and then my bills, which is electricity and water, comes to about 136 ringgit, and my electricity bill is between like 95 to 100 ringgit because I do work from home and I have 2 air cons, and I must say that they are on most of the time because I have a fan. I do have a standing fan, but it doesn't cut it for this studio because I do have almost floor to ceiling windows, so it can get really hot, and I do have pets, so I need to think about them as well. So my expenses for electricity is about 95 to 100 ringgit, and 36 ringgit is my water bill, which is fixed. I think it has to do with the fact that this building is under commercial, so it's fixed at 36 a month if you don't go above a certain point, but if you do, then you're gonna get billed for that. But so far it has only been 36 a month, so I'm happy about that. So it's roughly 136 bucks. So I also pay for internet, and internet is about 159. So I do have quite a high bill for internet because I do conduct webinars, so I need to make sure that it's stable. For now I think it's 159, but I think after a few months it will go back to 199 ringgit, because I did take the 1 gig package, but I have a mesh Wi-Fi to go with that, so that's how. But this is what I'm paying for right now before it goes up to 199 ringgit. Okay, so I have a car payment. So my car payment right now is 380 ringgit. Okay. And my phones. So I also take an unlimited package. I have a tab and I have a phone. So I take 35 per month for each. So it's about 70 for both. Okay, so it's unlimited calls and also unlimited internet usage. I don't know. I think people will be like, oh my god, like you're paying for Wi-Fi and you're also paying for, your phones. But, if I do go out, I don't want to get stuck with not having any connection. So I think 35 ringgit for each and unlimited is super cool. Yeah, so 70 a month for two. Come on, guys. I think that's really good. And this is basically internet, like if I need to do my work. So I also have no issues with this right now. Like the connection is amazing. I don't have any issues at the moment. Okay, and also an expense that I have to put in is also cat food. So cat food, I've actually cut it down right now. It used to be like 300 ringgit a month, but I've managed to cut down to about 200 because I've kind of like changed the brand. I've managed to find another way on feeding my cats with good nutrition, so that now has gone down to 200 ringgit. Okay, so these are my expenses that I do pay for on a monthly basis. So I'm going to open up my calculator and I am going to calculate this part, because this part is already fine, right? This one is basically deducted by the company, and this is what I have to deduct every month. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna total this all up for my total expenses. So that's 900 plus 136 plus 159 plus 380 plus 70 and plus 200. So my monthly expenses is actually 1,845 ringgit. So I do not have any personal loans. I don't have any student loans. I managed to clear off my student loans quite a while ago. So yeah, I cleared off about like I think 23,000. So that's gone and done for. So basically most of these expenses are all current, and the one of the like loans that I do have is just with my car. So my total expenses is about 1,845 ringgit on a monthly basis. Okay, so which leaves me around, you can say around 400 to 500, a little bit over on a weekly basis. Okay, so after I have deducted all of this, I would have a balance of about 2,000 plus in my salary, in which then I would divide it up into the weeks. So for example, if April has 4 weeks, so I divide it into 4. So that is what I stuff into my sinking funds that you actually see me doing on a weekly basis. All right, so that's just a little bit sharing, guys, about like how I actually do my expenses, how much gets deducted from my salary, and then what I have to pay for. So I hope this is kind of clear cut. Yes, I am, I'm single. I don't have any kids. I get that, and I know that everyone has a different, a different type of budget that they have to deal with. But just to be clear, this is me at the moment. This is where I am at. So yeah, I hope that just gives you an idea on how I do my sinking funds. And I must say that ever since doing this, I have really controlled myself on what I spend in. I plan if I have to go out, or if I have to spend time with my friends. I plan if I want to even, like buy something extra. But the good thing here is that I do have money saved up and put away in case, anything happens. So it's okay to treat yourself, like I also treated myself yesterday. I had a girls' day out, just me and a friend of mine, and it was really good. So after 2 months of like really laying low and like being sensible, I decided to just have a day out yesterday, and you'll see exactly how much I spent, and how much I used from my sinking funds. So for next week's video, you'll be able to see that, and I'll be breaking it down as well. Okay, so thank you guys so much for joining me today on this video. And yeah, if you do like this type of like content on budgeting and sinking funds, you could always subscribe and like this video, and also any comments are welcome. Of course, try to make them constructive and I would read through them. If you do also have a channel, please do let me know. I would love to check them out, and also subscribe to your channel. I'm all for supporting this small community, or even if it's not even budgeting, if you do have anything else that you would like to share, just put it in the comments and I will check them out. All right guys, thank you so much. Have a great Ramadan. This is the first day of fasting. Yeah, that's it basically. I'll see you around. Bye.